Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at another doctored up third-party auction car. Actually, this one's a truck. Well, it was a truck. Now it's more or less just a polished up pile of scrap. So we're going to take a look at it and see exactly what they did to it. Now, if you don't know what a third-party auction car is, it's one that was previously purchased from an auction, from an insurance company, brought back to a shop, and then resurfaced in the auction, usually after, well, these guys have had their hands on it and installed a few drywall screws. So this is our favorite seller, so drywall screws are included. So let's take a look at our vehicle for today and see just how bad it is and what they're hiding. So I missed this one. They did sell it. He sold it for $9,900, but I did get to take a look at it. So let's take a look at our pictures here. They definitely put a fender on it, possibly a hood. We have a hole in the door here. That's either a bullet hole from the Chicago edition, or they use that to try to pull the door out a little bit. We got a spare tire on it. So the other tire was definitely damaged. Looks like our bed is shifted over a little bit. Definitely had an airbag deployed there. And just looking at this picture, I would definitely say this wheel is pushed back a little bit. We have a few dash emojis here. No gas, pretty typical of our seller. 107,429 miles. Looks like we definitely had our curtain airbags deployed. Chunks missing out of here. Oh, we got a wiper blade in the back seat. There's our VIN. Definitely have some damage on our apron up there. We get a key and a fob, aftermarket alarm. So let's take a look at it a little bit closer and in person and see what they did to doctor this thing up and see if we can figure out what it looked like. First, we need to check and make sure this is indeed our favorite sellers. It is. There's not nearly as many drywall screws as I was expecting, but perhaps it's because they blew their budget in other places. So the grill's just kind of setting up there. And we got a little bit of damage. We can definitely see how bad that apron was. The hood's taped down. We'll go in there in a second. We got a bigger self-tapping screw instead of a drywall screw. That is definitely a new fender. And I believe they blew their drywall screw budget on windshield urethane and still didn't manage to seal that up. They definitely punched that hole in there to pull this door out. A lot of damage down the side. That pillar is pushed down pretty good. They did hammer it out quite a bit. Door gasket just kind of shoved up there, not really doing much. Our airbag is definitely deployed. And so was our curtain, so they cut that out of there. Same with this side. And our headliners tore up. A couple doors. And the back of the cab. That's from where the bed went into it, so we know it was definitely hit pretty hard. Might have missed that in the auction pictures. Definitely something going on with those bumper extensions. Oh, had to switch hands. So I don't think it was hitting the back end. That's probably more or less from the forklift moving it around. Our cab is definitely shifted over compared to the bed, so our frame is tweaked a little bit. Apparently, catalytic converters are sold separately with this vehicle. This side of the truck doesn't look too bad, just normal dents and dings and scratches. A little damage on the front edge of our fender there, missing a headlight. Guess they didn't have any broken ones on eBay that they could have stuck in there. Oh, it's booby trapped. Stuff that back up there. You guys can look in here while I untape our hood so I can open it up. The auction tape is probably the most secure part of this vehicle. Of course, no hood latch. And there's a good look at our apron. Completely destroyed, all the way back to the cowl.
Definitely a new hood, aftermarket of course. You wouldn't think they would buy OEM parts. Missing a fuse cover over here. Missing the vacuum tube to the brake booster. Not sure where that would have gone. No belt on it. Missing, looks like some fuel lines back there as well. Not sure what they were meddling with back there, or was that all from the accident? There's also some stuff unplugged. Maybe they swapped engines. We could speculate all day, but I don't want to pay the money to find out the hard way, so we'll just put the hood down and walk away. Definitely hit pretty hard over there on that right front corner, which we figured. Really see here just how bad that bed is shifted over. So that frame is definitely toast, bent up that bad, definitely not worth fixing, not to mention everything that's wrong with it up in the front. So on top of everything else, it needs a frame and a cab and 2 doors and a front end and some suspension and airbags. I really like that. Oh, prepaid credit card. It must be one of their side hustle scams. And that windshield was definitely broken. They just replaced it. There's no way that they got that pillar and missed the windshield. So they replaced it with another broken windshield. They couldn't even spring for a good windshield. I guess the broken ones are cheaper. So now that we got a good look at it, what do you think it looked like before they doctored it up? So they bought it back on 3/11. Let's see what it looked like back then. So we kind of knew it was hit up in the front end over there. A lot of this makes sense. Now we see why they put a new hood on it and a grill just to cover all that up. They also put a back glass in it because this one was busted out of it. Our bed's still shifted over. And looks like it got hit pretty good. Yep, that is, looks like the back of a semi. Punched a nice hole in that windshield and that A-pillar. So that's why they pulled that out to get that door to close. And they put a fender on it just to cover up everything in here. Put a hood on it to cover it up as well. Set the grill in there, and apparently urethaned everything else back on there. Now, this thing took a hard hit. Definitely not a repairable vehicle. We can see that our curtain airbags did go off. So did our knee bolster airbag and our driver's airbag. Our seatbelts are deployed. Passenger airbag was okay. Mileage never changed. And there's all of our dash emojis. And I had a full tank of gas, so somewhere along the line I lost a full tank of gas. Clearly wasn't because they put it in their other vehicles that they sell. The curtain airbag did go off on this side. I'd imagine the tow truck driver or the owner might have tucked it up there when they were trying to get stuff out of it. I don't think they were trying to hide anything back then. They left that for the other guys. And we can definitely see how far this is shoved back. There's our VIN. Make sure it's the same vehicle. So yeah, not a repairable vehicle. This one is definitely a good parts vehicle. But they're trying to sell it to somebody that wants to repair it. Hopefully, the person that paid $9,900 just needed a few doors and a bed, maybe a rear end, and possibly a drivetrain if they're lucky. I don't know that there's $9,000 worth of parts, but good luck to those people. They're going to need it.
So apparently I didn't actually miss this. I don't actually bid on these things. On the account that I have these on, I just watch them on there so I don't have to clutter up my actual account with all these cars. So when I don't bid on them and they fall out of my watch list after they go through the auction, they don't end up back in there for a couple days. So I was relying on the other auction site to just look at the pictures. It did come back up, so they didn't take that $9,900 or whatever it was. And if you were wondering, they did pay $7,000 for it originally. Now, then they had to pay the auction fees, they had to ship it down to them, they had to buy a couple aftermarket parts, a broken windshield, and pay some guy to, well, spend a whole lot of time gluing that windshield in. But that's really all they did to it. And then they took the catalytic converters off of it. Maybe that's where they paid for all those parts, because these Toyota Cats are actually pretty valuable. So they probably got a couple bucks there. And I'm not sure about that engine. I don't see any reason that we should have things that are unplugged there, you know, vacuum lines and fuel lines that are missing, other than maybe they swapped that engine out and the engine that's in there is no good. So if you're buying it for parts, you're really only getting some body panels that you could definitely see are good. Other than that, everything else is very highly questionable. So I don't even think this is a good parts truck if you're asking me. And there are a couple of people that have been in the comments lately trying to defend these people, saying that this isn't really a scam. So I'm gonna let you guys decide. So we'll consult the dictionary and see, well, if it fits the definition of a scam. So we got our dictionary here. Let's see. Scam, a noun, a fraudulent or deceptive act or operation. Well, I don't think any of the work they did was to try to fix it correctly. I'm gonna say it was to deceive. Therefore, this was a deceptive act. Therefore, it's a scam. Sorry, experts. This is a scam. I don't care how you look at it, and if you don't think it is, well, you're probably the guy doing it. And if you're one of these people that bought these cars, you'd probably be the first ones crying and wanting help and somebody else to do something for you. I choose to try to educate everybody watching these videos so that they don't fall victim to these kind of sellers and this scam, which it is. So if you don't think it's a scam, don't watch the videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.